EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be our visitors. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver? It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early. Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they? They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
And this is going to be incomplete. When you look at this defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, McDonald. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Operating from the gun, Mendoza. He'll find his man. That's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They run straight ahead with Corum. And he'll work down inside the 45.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now a handoff up the middle. Singleton. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be fourth down. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. On second down, here's the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Up the middle, here's Corum. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A good gain of 12 yards that time.
That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 32.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. Pressure comes and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
You've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on third. Out to the right to Humphreys. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep. is Jaden Reed. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Throwing is McDonald. And this taken in by Downs. 3rd down and 10.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
From the gun, it's McDonald. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To the right side, this is Corum. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Mendoza. That's taken in by Presley. The clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. They'll run on 1st down. Singleton. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll try and sneak it here. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
That's good for a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw. Mendoza. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Singleton. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Off the play fake. Mendoza. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
2nd and 3. Now he's going to step up and run. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Mendoza from the gun on 3rd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Twisting away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Give him 2 on the play there. And that enables him to also pick up the 1st. From the gun, it's Taylor. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 2nd and 10. McDonald. A short one there, caught by Warren. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's McDonald to throw. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He hasn't had a ball touch the ground yet. 8 of 8 throwing it. Perfect so far, including the touchdown on the last drive, you remember, as they begin 1st and 10 here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw, Mendoza. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Now here's Bradley Pinion now. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Shifts by him. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. McDonald sets to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. McDonald. They set up the screen for Giddens. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They come up short here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with Corum to begin the drive. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Mendoza. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 3rd down and 13. Back to throw. Mendoza. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Bryce Behringer now.
Bryce Behringer in punt formation.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Oh, a heck of a... Now a hit and a loose football.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. McDonald. This pass left side to Downs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
An 8-yard pickup. Result is a first down.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down, all right? This is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And this one is right through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Mendoza now. A final shot before break. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. So halftime straight ahead, and that means we go to Scott Hansen. It is our EA Sports halftime
Our
report.
look around
Scott,
the NFL
it
starts now. It begins in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on Tampa Bay. And this is George Pickens. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. The Cowboys bounce back from the loss in Week 3. They move to 3-1 with the W. With that, a look here at the rest of the scores from around the NFL here in Week 4. In the game you're watching, both teams making a strong case in this one, a 2-point differential at the break. As we get you back out to Brandon Gott. and Charles Davis.
This still anyone's contest, a two-point game as we get back underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
But now he appears to be in some pain. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That's another first down. First and 10 at the 24.
Back to throw now on first down. Quick slant caught by Pierce. Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18.
Operating from the gun, McDonald. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Here's 3rd and 10.
3rd and long.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Oh, the snap, a poor one, and this is blocked. So 3 points left on the table thanks to a great play there on special teams. They just couldn't protect long enough, Charles, to get that kick away.
Yeah, special teams coaches aren't just simply there to applaud, right? And they're not just there to encourage. They're there to find weaknesses where you can go block the kick. Give them big credit for that one. Good scouting, and they executed it well.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Third down and 1.
Brings up third and 1.
Off the bootleg. Mendoza. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Second and 6 at the 20-yard line.
Second and 6. Under pressure, and down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Fair catch. Signaled for
the home team's offense, and Blake Corum set to take over again. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. It's a quarterback sneak. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Operating from the gun, McDonald. And he's got Pierce. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. Results in a 1st down.
Back to throw. McDonald. In trouble, and he's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer
for this pass rush. What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
From the gun on 3rd down, McDonald. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Able to slither by. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 31.
Now a handoff for Corum. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 107 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll go back to Corum on 1st down. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Again, it's Corum. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. Mendoza. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Visitors 9.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. McDonald got his man complete over the middle. That's Pierce. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. Result is a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to throw again. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been stymied left and right. Converted only one time. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
For a first down. A gain of 1 yard. And a first down.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That complete to Downs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, McDonald. And he's taken down inside the 30. The gain that time, 13 yards to reset him 1st and 10.
That's another first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
86. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 20.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And a first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, able to avoid him. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 2nd and 6 from the 10.
Down at the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9.
They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jaden Reed, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep him in check on that first down carry.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw. Mendoza. He gets it to Humphreys. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now here's whistles and another timeout. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. They'll look to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Singleton. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
That's a gain of 4.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for the first with Corum. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there, and the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the home team here,